Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition, the edition for manifestors. That's what this whole thing is about. That's why we do things just a little bit differently here from your usual tarot reading. First of all, we are focusing strictly on you, but in a healthy way, not a narcissistic way. You'll understand as we get farther into the reading if this is your first time here. Secondly, all you're going to see on your screen is this one picture. This is the tarot layout for today. That's it. I want to minimize visual distractions. Anytime you are looking at any kind of a screen, it is two-dimensional. You become a spectator, not a participator. If you're going to manifest, you have to be a participator. And what you have to do at that point is activate your imagination. Well, the more visual distraction, the less visualization you have because you're paying attention to what's on the screen, not what it is between your ears. And that's the important part. So my job is to inspire you, to fire up your imagination. With that, you can manifest much better, much better. So let us begin. You see here we have the two rows of cards. The middle card on the bottom and the middle card on top are what we begin and end with. They are very important within that regard. So let's get to it. The Oracle card, first row up front, in the middle, new life. Kind of has that feeling to it, like she's exploding out of a cake or something. I mean, it's just this energy, this energy up and out, and it's kind of a pretty neat idea. Good picture. Good picture. New life. That is the key idea to this reading, this manifesting reading. So let's go all the way to the left, first row. What do we see here? Ooh, Tower card. Well, a Tower card does not have to be feared. It is if you are maybe working with normal tarot. It is if you have a small imagination. It is if you do not have a large vision. But the Tower card talks about destruction. But it is basically just a sudden change, something unexpected, although not anticipated. Very often, our gut gives us a clue. And of course, we're very good at denying our gut, and then afterwards going, geez, I should have listened to myself. But our gut works ahead of us very often. And so the Tower card may come as a sudden change, kind of a wake-up call. But I don't think it's always a surprise. Sometimes it is. That's okay. What it's doing is shaking out false insecurities, the lies that we have told ourselves or lived with. We knew they were lies, but we lived with them because it was just easier. You know, what the heck? Well, you found out with a Tower, it wasn't so easy. The more you fight the energy of a Tower card, the more destructive and the more difficult it can be. If you simply say to yourself, okay, good, Tower, this is a wake-up call. I need to change, and I need to change fairly quickly. I'm up for it. I'm not comfortable with it, but I'm up for it. When you do that, the Tower card works in your favor. And of course, remember, the key energy here is new life. And just ask any woman who has given birth to a baby, when they are passing the baby through the canal of life, I call it, it's a little uncomfortable. End result is usually pretty doggone good, but when it's making that passage, the delivery of baby, that's a little bit difficult. And that's sort of what a Tower card is. It is that difficult delivery to a new life, which is very simply meaning that you're going to have to make some changes. And in fact, that's the next card, Eight of Cups. Cups are things that you love, that you're attached to. I wouldn't necessarily make cups romantic. They are more emotional. They're more connected on an emotional or even subliminal level, subconscious level. And the Eight of Cups says, man, I have invested my identity, my life, into certain things. And because I've invested in them, I've made a commitment, in a manner of speaking, probably for security as much as anything else. And now I realize I have to walk away. because that's what the Eight of Cups is. It's no turning back. It's burning bridges, new direction. We're talking about a new life. You got to go in a new direction. In the middle there, you got to have that tower moment. You have to have that moment where you go, oh, man. All this stuff I'm used to, I got to give it up? Yeah, not all of it, but maybe lots of it. And that's going to be uncomfortable because the cups say that you are attached. Voluntarily or involuntarily, you are attached. You have to walk away and never, never go back. Not so difficult. Page of Swords is up next. Pages always change the storyline. And the Page of Swords talks about a revitalization. You're learning. You're embracing new challenges. You're being honest with yourself. Yeah, you know, that stuff that I'm comfortable with, you know, I've been doing it this way all my life, but, you know, I never really, really liked it, never really got the satisfaction out of it. Maybe it's better this way. And it's funny how often we go through these, like, we'll call them tower moments, to walk away from something that we're very connected to. And when we come to that realization, just on the other side, very often people will go, geez, you know, I feel better. I mean, I'm lost. All the familiar stuff is kind of gone, but I feel better. I feel freer. That's what we're talking about here, especially with the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the happy, happy card, right? It's harmony, celebration, stability, joy, and enthusiasm, because that's really what the Wands are all about, joy, enthusiasm, living your life, not in the stands as a spectator, but right there on the field as a participant. You are participating in your life voluntarily. Because remember, you walked away from the bad stuff, right? You had that tower moment. You said, I got to leave this stuff behind. I don't want to, but I got to do it. I got to change my thinking. I got to change my attitude. I got to be honest with myself. Boom, all of a sudden you come to the Four of Wands, the 11-11 card. Nice, 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 nice. Like I said, you know, when you make the changes, there is that moment when you go, oh, God, I miss him. Good, I missed but you know, I feel better. And that's what you're heading to with the 11-11 card. Let's go up to the second row, all the way to the left, Five of Wands. Five of Wands. Wands, of course, are excitement, positivity, enthusiasm, a lot of energy in Wands. And a Five of Wands is always conflict, bickering, pettiness, squabbles. It doesn't mean a damn thing. Doesn't mean what you're arguing about really doesn't mean anything, depending on your perspective. Yeah, it could be in some way affecting your life, but when you get right down to it, it's like, I don't really need it. I'm putting all this energy into stuff. And you stop and think about, especially the last 3 years, you've been putting in a lot of energy believing lies. Many of us believing lies. And the truth is beginning to seep out. And that's where the Five of Wands comes in, because you're saying, it's enough. I put a lot of energy trying to make myself believe something was true when it wasn't. And I'm kind of getting the message now. And in fact, the message is Seven of Cups. I'm confused. Remember, cups are things we're attached to. Seven means there's just too many. Too many. You want to mess with somebody, give them more than one choice. And the more choices you give them, the more confused they get. It doesn't get easier. It gets much more difficult. You know, it's saying, well, geez, I want this, but ooh, there could also be that and that and that and that, and before you know it, you're lost. And that's what's happening right now. So many things are being thrown at us from so many different, it could be aliens, it could be what's going on in Eastern Europe, it could be the forest fires, it could be the vaxes, anything. They're just throwing stuff at us all the time to confuse us. So we're not paying attention. But you got the next card up is the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is saying, I want enthusiasm in my life. I want to be plugged into a life that means something to me. I don't care about society. I don't care about the government. I don't care about the World Economic Fund. I don't care. I want a life that's local, that's me, that fits and suits me. Once you get to the point where you accept the tower moment, you walk away from the stuff that really does not work for you anymore and begin to change your thinking, you hit the 11-11. Which means you stop the phony bickering, you decide what really is important in your life, and you can make magic. You can make magic. It's the magician. Card number 1. Realizing your potential. Skillful determination. You know you want a new life, just like the first card right at the beginning. And because you realize you want a new life, you understand that you're going to have to change. And the final card in the middle up top, vice versa card, 5 of Swords. Again, another 5. Just a little ways ago, we had 5 of Wands where you're putting out a lot of energy for nothing. 5 of Swords says, I'm done lying to myself. I'm done. I sacrificed my integrity. I did not buy into the system, but I tried to live, go along, get along, that kind of stuff. That gets you nowhere. You have to know what's important to you. You have to trust yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, be honest with yourself. Don't sacrifice the most important thing any human being has, and that is their integrity. That's how you get to the new life. So you can do it again, but better. You're being given a chance. Not just today. This is going to go on for a little while. You can do it again, but better. Because this time, you're wiser, you're smarter. You can do this. That's the reading for today. We'll have another tarot reading for you tomorrow. Let's see. What am I going to do? It might be the trifecta day tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. But anyway, between now and the next time you and I do tarot together, peace and blessings. And always, always, always keep in mind, plug into your life. Do something that inspires.